I know that's the shortened version, but every now and then I miss the long version.
Well, we could bring it back.
I just don't have enough time with the short version to get into a proper Rickroll, you know? Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Camera Life podcast. This is the Random Photography Show, episode 144, and it is the 22nd of December. It's only 3 days, 2 and a bit, until Christmas.
Till one of you blokes delivers me some presents. Who's doing it this year? Do you guys rotate,
we're doing
or
a shift.
What's the deal?
I'm doing Northern Hemisphere. Bruce is doing Southern Hemisphere. But welcome to the Camera Life podcast, proudly brought to you by Lucky Straps. If you haven't heard, where have you been? Lucky Straps are the most premium handmade leather camera straps on the planet, and we make them in Bendigo, Victoria. Aussie-made straps. Head to luckystraps.com, use code Greg, get yourself a healthy little discount, and get yourself a nice camera strap. It's not too late. Well, it is.
It is too late.
Still get one.
Sorry, don't order one now if you want it for Christmas.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen.
You can have it next week.
Turn it up on Justin's doorstep. Give it to me now.
Where's my straps?
If you come to me, yeah, sure, easy.
Yeah,
but I can't.
Where's the harm in posting your address to the internet? So,
yeah.
And of course, we are joined tonight by my co-Santa and good friend of the show, Bruce Moyle. How are you, Bruce?
Co-Santa.
Co-Santa. That's a different one. So I've had a few people try to make me Santa over the years, but I have never obliged.
Never?
Really?
No.
Not even at home for the little one?
No. We don't even have a Christmas tree up.
Nice. We don't either.
This is the total, complete, maximum amount of energy I have put into Christmas. Right.
I love it. I probably
you guys
should have made.
Not even the
family.
family.
Made mine. Wonder if I could make mine green and red or something.
Back in the day, before I became bitter and twisted and the world screwed me, I used to dress up as Santa Claus for my kids every Christmas. And so on Christmas Eve, I'd dress up as Santa, I'd give them a present, and then I'd, fuck off out the door. And, sorry, I swore already. Sorry, Elena. And they got a kick out of it. I hated it because those cheap suits just are awful.
Hang on. So how good was the disguise? Did they know it was you, or were you legitimately pretending to be Santa and then they didn't realize it was you? I was playing the part,
but they kind of, they're my kids, so they're very clever. So they worked it out, I think. But they kept it to themselves so as not to embarrass me.
I was going to say they played along, so they were like, don't
tell Dad.
Ruin his thing.
Yeah.
He thinks we believe it.
Oh, he's coming again. Oh, he's got the sack. Cheap presents.
Yeah. Hey, Santa, Dad.
Yeah. But here we are, Random Photography Show, a couple of days away from Christmas. Boss, do you want to say good evening to some peeps?
I do. We're getting all sorts of stuff in the chat, especially Tony's here. He says 2 beards, 1 baby. I take offense to that, Tony. I'm trying to grow it. Next year, 2026 is the year of Justin's beard.
Wow, I can't wait.
It's not going to happen. Let's see.
For $20 a week, you can donate to the Justin Beard Foundation.
Yeah, I'm going to get that laser or whatever that bald people get. I'll get that.
Just get enough so you can do what is it? Hair extensions.
Hair plugs. Maybe. You never know. Paul, new member. Thank you. There was another new member here too. Thank you for the members that help keep the lights on, because we do appreciate it. The $2.99 a month. It helps. Everything out here. Shane Baker, 2195. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Shane. Welcome.
Thank you.
And if you are new, A, give us a like, and B, hit the subscribe button, and C, hit the bell icon so you get notified in your time zone when episodes are going to drop.
Yeah. This is our Monday night show. It's our random show. We call it, this is the Christmas photography show, but it's normally just the random photography show. But on Thursdays, we do interview amazing photographers like Bruce, or like, who else have we had recently?
No one amazing.
Nick Carver.
Amazing.
Who'd you say, Bruce?
I wasn't on a Thursday, but yes.
Yeah, I know you were on a Monday, but just you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You should have been.
Yeah.
Well, you had stuff on
last week, didn't you?
Week before last. Last week we had, his name is eluding my brain.
Yeah, same.
My brain's not very smart tonight. Where is it? Here it comes. It was Samuel Markham.
Yep.
Australian landscape photographer.
Winner of the 2024 Australian Geographic Prize for his bushfire show.
2023. He needed new boots.
Yes, melted his boots taking an amazing bushfire photograph.
After saving his family home from
pretty amazing.
I can't say the word, but a blaze. Huge blaze. Yeah. I'm
going to take this hat off. It's too hot.
You are too hot with that hat on.
Okay, that's way better. Okay, who else is here? Dennis from the School of Light says, I was going to get my bloody pick of the year ready today, but as always, deep in an edit. Looking forward to your right ear waffle. Definitely in the running for a top 50 placing. That's right. So let's do a quick briefing on the end of year best photo of the year competition that we decided to run. Few changes have been made to the rules because we like to keep you on your toes after you've already started submitting images. Now, the only change is instead we're going to draw it next week or review the images next week and announce the winners on December 29th, Monday, but we're going to do it on January 5th, Monday. So that's going to give you an additional week and even a little bit of extra time. You might want to squeak in your best photo of the year like on New Year's Eve for fireworks or something. Who knows? What you've got percolating in your brain for your creativity. So we're going to, you'll have until basically that episode to submit one image, one amazing image, your best photo of 2025. It has to be taken, captured in 2025. We will trust that you didn't manipulate the metadata because we don't have any technology to somehow verify the dates, especially if it was shot on film. We'll believe you. But yeah, submit it and tell us why it's your favorite photo of 2025. And any information about the image.
I think that's the key.
What's that?
Telling us why, the story behind the photo.
Yeah.
Or
and
why it is your favorite one of the year. Or it is.
Yeah. We've had a couple of submissions already, and that is the best part. Better than the photos is why they love it and how they captured it. So yeah, if you want to manipulate the judging panel, that information is critical. Yeah. I think everyone will love hearing it too.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to push it out a week, just give everyone a bit more time. But we're also looking at having some prizes up for grabs.
Absolutely.
As part of the competition. And where do people send their photos again, Justin?
Email them to me, justin@luckystraps.com.au, which is the same email you use if you want your images featured in the Your Images section at the end of tonight's show, which you've still got time for if you want to send them in right now. I've had a couple come in. Oh, Felicity submitted her favorite photo of the year. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to wait. But yeah, there's a few in for tonight if you want yours. If you want to send 2 or 3, just any photos that you're into at the moment, send them through. Otherwise, figure out what your favorite photo for this year was.
Are you gonna bring up a favorite photo, Justin? Do you think you'll?
I would like to, but I haven't decided yet.
I'm going to look for something. Like I'm obviously not going to enter the competition because that would be, nepotism. Is that the term? No, because we're not related. You know what I mean? Be unfair.
You're saying you'd like to win?
No, I'm saying I don't want to. It doesn't matter.
Well, you can submit one.
I'm too tired to argue with you.
You can submit one, but you cannot win.
No. I thought it'd be good if we also brought up our favorite image of the year.
I think
you need to do that. But it's like family members can't and employees can't be.
That sort of rule.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to win something.
Yeah, we probably won't even allow if it's a previous guest of the show, we might not allow them to win a prize. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a guest prize, like a prize that's only eligible to previous guests. That could be fun.
Yeah. Oh, that would be hard.
Nah.
Just try.
We'll get some weird trophy.
And then you piss some guest off because you want them back.
You got to pick the person you're like, we really want to get them back on the show. So
you get the really competitive people going, that's not fair.
That happens. Okay. What else? You guys getting any? I'm getting a little feedback. You getting a little audio feedback? Anyone else? Just don't know.
No.
Okay. Good to hear.
Can I ask if there will be an audience vote as well?
I'd like there to be. I don't know how I'm going to make that work, but I'd really would like there to be.
Well, we can say these are the top 3, and then put a poll on socials.
Yeah,
okay.
Like that.
Yeah. Or we'll just have it. We'll just judge it by just crazy amount of chats, and we'll just try basically like like how people do like the crowd cheer, and they're like, oh, and you're just kind of guessing on the volume. So it'll just be based on how many times you like copy paste that name into the chat.
What could go wrong?
It's like what could go wrong? But yeah, there will be prizes. There'll probably be gift vouchers to the Lucky Strap store, the best that we can muster. There'll be multiple prizes. I'm going to pick someone. Greg's going to pick someone. A special guest or one or two will pick a winner as well. And then we'll also definitely have a crowd. Yep. People's Choice winner.
The People's Choice Award.
The People's Choice Award. So get in. It'll be fun. It's going to be great.
Oh, Rick Nelson just jumped in the chat.
Mm.
There's something we want to talk about Rick Nelson before he disappears. Hello, everyone. On break with the start of late night shopping. Wow, you've left it so late. So can't stay too long. Well, it's good to have you. Now, Bruce just brought to our attention that Rick Nelson runs his own photography podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we not know this?
I don't know.
What's it called?
I mean, it's called the Photog Files: Photography, Creativity, and Everything in Between by Rick Nelson. It's an audio podcast. I think there's about 20-something episodes, 21 episodes. Yeah.
How did he sneak this through?
I don't know, but you guys should check. Not now, because obviously you're here with us. But yeah, there's some more photography content for you to absorb over your Christmas break if you're lucky enough to have a Chrissy break. You can download them. You can listen to them in your car. You can listen to them on a run.
Yeah, they're only short. They're only like 6 to 15, 16 minutes long.
Yeah, just little punchy episodes. It's great. I'm going to start going through them tomorrow.
Yeah, check it out. Look, so in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. And also, he's not working. He's not shopping. He's working. Late night working for other people shopping.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Rick. Now I get it.
But yeah, look, jump on there, subscribe, follow.
And it has a theme tune.
Oh,
can you play the theme tune?
Should we play it?
Yeah, gone.
Will it be on the Christmas message one, do you think? Is this going to work? Let's see.
Let's give it a crack.
I actually haven't listened to that one yet. Hit play. Will it work?
Ooh.
It's good.
Punchy.
Through the quiet streets, lost in moments, no one keeps.
It's worth it just for the
It's worth
just
it
for
for
the
the
intro
theme
song.
song.
Pure 80s.
That's epic.
Oh, that's impressive.
That's very impressive. Well done, Rick.
AI music is it's changing the world of podcasting.
That's pretty good.
That's gold. Well played, Rick Nelson.
Anyway.
I
don't know how I stumbled across it, Rick, but I was like, I'll listen to that. And went, that's actually really
Very
cool.
Yeah, love it.
Not just the song, but the actual content's good too.
Well done on hitting 22 episodes too. Apparently that's a very small amount of podcasts that make it to 20 episodes. I think like maybe it's like less than 10% of podcasts make it to like 3 episodes, and then less than 5% or something crazy like that make it to 20 episodes. It just keeps going down and down. So
we're rocking then.
Yeah, we're rocking.
We're doing it.
We're doing the thing.
Yeah. Check it out.
Okay, we better quickly figure out who else is in the chat and then get into this show, because I wrote down a timeline and we're already behind by a lot. I was like, we're going to do this tonight. We're going to do this. We're going to stay on track. It's going to be a great show.
All right.
Lisa Leach is here. Festive greetings, she says. Preemptive Merry Christmas from Paul. Greg Carrick, Merry Christmas, fellow photographers. Oh, he's mixed up the fifths. That's impressive.
See what you did there. I think he's got into the Christmas cheer early.
Very creative. Philip Johnson is here. Evening all. Merry Christmas.
Hey,
John
Philip.
Baker, Merry Christmas. Felicity Johnson, greetings to all my favorite shutter clickers.
Hey.
Ian Thompson, afternoon. Glenn Lavender, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, one and all. Nick Fletcher, hello, gents. Bruce, that beard is spectacular.
Oh, thanks,
It is. Yeah.
Digifrog. Who else?
Hey, Dave.
Oh, and apparently I was really rocking hat. Who else? Everybody. Brett Wooderson, Glenn Lavender says, I didn't start shaving till I was 37, Justin. You've got time. Oh, were you serious? That's great. So I could still get something going. I thought I was doomed for life to be beardless.
I think you are.
Okay. Yeah, Tony's known me for a long time. I've never shaved. Oh, new member Nick Fletcher. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the membership.
There's another one too. Brett Woodison.
Really appreciate it. Oh, Brett Woodison. You guys are legends. Very, very cool. Anyone else? Who else is in there? Didn't know you could be a member. Just joined up to keep you all in Ferraris.
Thanks,
which tier did you choose, Nick? Was it the $2.99 a month one?
Or the $2.9 million? Which one was it?
I'll have to add a Ferrari tier.
Yeah. And Paul Henderson wants to know if you missed any Fujifilm news. No, we haven't gotten to the news yet. And there's plenty in store. I always make sure.
We will get there.
Yeah.
We will get there.
All right.
Okay. Oh, and Glenn, finally, podcast news. Glenn's going to hit 600 episodes next year. I wonder what the percentage of pods that go for that long are. Not many. Not many.
We got over 700 when we did it years ago.
Did you?
Wow, that's good.
That is crazy.
Andrew Helmich, he's got quite a few, hasn't he?
He's in the 600s, yeah. Andrew Helmich, yeah. His is in the 600s or maybe even 700s now, but he's been doing it for a bit.
Yeah.
We're
getting there.
David Dare Parker, season's greetings to you too.
Hey,
Thank you
David.
for joining us. All right. Let's get to some comments, shall we?
Yeah.
Probably should do that. Look, there was Christmas banners. Our system, StreamYard, gave us Christmas banners, but they look kind of silly, so we won't use those.
They're ugly.
I like them. Go on.
You like them? It ruins our...
They cover all the information.
That's right. I've worked very hard on all
No one reads it.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Clips and comments.
Clips and comments. Let's just see if anyone's been commenting this week and see what we need to read out. Okay. Ooh, comments on a JPEG or RAW video that we did with, I think that must be Andrew Hall, surely. Clip that I made from a while ago about whether you should shoot JPEG or RAW for professional motorsport photography. And Jean-Marcel Lindbach, 2459, says, I shoot the same as Andrew, full JPEG, out of the box, Fuji XH2S. The Fuji JPEGs are top. I'm going to heart that one. Nice. It's good to see a clip on a comment on an old clip. It encourages me to make more clips.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
I've got to do that. I've got to get back on it. From Samuel Markham's episode last week, 143, which if you haven't listened to, that was a pretty interesting story. Pretty crazy.
That was really full on.
After reflecting though, as much as that bushfire story was a wild story, and his images from that series are pretty captivating, but the rest of his work beyond that is really well done. Like his other completely non-bushfire related landscape photography is really quite something. So
we didn't really get a chance to go through that in the episode.
We looked at a bit, but you could do a whole episode on that stuff and dig sort of into his philosophies and shooting style and stuff, because he's a talented photographer, that's for sure. But definitely worth a listen if you haven't yet. Who do we have here? David Maltby 2065 says, great podcast, great photographer with amazing images, and I agree with that. Felicity Johnson 7274. Well, she commented on Samuel Markham's video interview. What do we do? Podcasts. That's right.
Yeah.
I had to watch the start of this amazing video as I come in late to the live. But what an amazing photo of the aftermath from the fire. As a firefighter and someone who lost our house, neighbours and friends in the Black Saturday fire 2009, one of Australia's worst fires, 173 fatalities, Samuel's description and image really brought up emotions.
Yeah,
that's why we take photos, so we don't forget these moments in honour of those who were affected and to educate people about these incredible forces from nature. We still own our property in King Lake, and I have photographed the changes in vegetation. Thank you, Samuel.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Felicity.
Well said, Felicity. Beautiful words.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy too, that story.
It's really heavy. Yeah.
And especially if I can only imagine if you've been through it, it would certainly bring back memories because he told it with quite a bit of detail.
Yep. Do you know, it's funny. I have a really irrational fear of a house fire. I'm really paranoid about it. Yeah.
Really?
Because
That's
I had a
fair.
friend when I grew up as a teenager. I've never lived in a bushfire affected area. I had been in a bushfire once, but it wasn't a huge one. It was more of a grass fire. But anyway, a friend, teenage friend, I think we were like maybe 16. She had a candle in her room, went out, and the candle knocked over and was right next to something caught fire on her tabletop, and it was right next to a can of deodorant, and then that exploded. And yeah, half their house burnt down. She lost everything she had. And I think it's that more than anything, just losing everything that you
I've
had.
had a few
I
friends.
mean, apart from, obviously loss of life and stuff, that's tops the list over my Nintendo stuff. Well, it's close.
I think I've had 3 friends in the last decade who have lost their houses.
Yeah,
House
Oh my
fires.
gosh.
pretty full on. Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty
Someone from our gym lost their house twice,
Oh,
like the same house. And from like sort of bad luck accident, like embers that weren't out kind of thing, like that kind of thing where it's like it would be a 1 in a million kind of bad luck. And rebuilt and then anyway.
Well, I don't let the kids light candles in the house. I mean, granted, all of our kids are adults, but I still say no candles. No candles. I just, because people walk away from stuff. They forget it's there.
oh my God. Rick Nelson's comment.
Yeah. My now wife lost everything in a house fire the year we met.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
Rick. That's huge.
Yeah.
All right. So we've all had house fires somewhere in our lives.
More common than we
unfortunately.
realize, more common than we think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move along.
Be safe. Be safe over the holidays. Don't.
No
Greg
candles.
says no candles. No candles. It's not
candles.
worth. Don't gift them. Don't do anything. Just no candles. Sorry if anyone's got a candle making business.
We just fucked you up.
Yeah. Businesses not booming.
You're not doing anything to lucky
gosh,
candles?
Lucky candles,
Well.
no. Felicity Johnson also lost a machinery shed 2 years ago, destroying the new forward drive, all their tools and more. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
I don't want to
guess
derail the show, but what would you grab? What would be the, other than obviously get family out? Is there anything you'd be like, grab this, grab that, or you just don't even worry
Nintendo
about it?
Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 1, my seven collector editions of Nintendo Switches, the cats.
So hang on, is that in order?
Yeah.
Switch 2, Switch 1, the cats.
Yeah. No, I think hard drive and laptop would be.
That's too hard for me. I've got at least hundreds of hard drives.
Which one? Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
So, hang on, I've just got to do a backup.
Yeah.
Excuse
I
me,
think laptop's a
excuse
bit-
me,
I
Mr.
think-
Fire. Can you just hold while I grab my stuff?
Because I think losing everything. This is a terrible topic to bring up in the middle of summer, but losing everything would be hard. But if you had your laptop and you could still start the process of fixing things,
There
you can
is
email
one.
people, you can look up stuff, you can contact the government, you can,
Yeah, there is one advantage of having stuff in the cloud, and that is that.
That is that. And that's why we all have all those subscriptions and no privacy and stuff. Because it is a big advantage.
It's a very real thing for a lot of people, though. Rick Nelson said, I grab family, then camera and hard drives. Felicity says, my chooks, priority at the shed fire. Yep. Greg Carrick thinks that Bruce's house is built of hard drives. It may be. Between him and Lee Herbert, this is no wonder no one else can buy them. And Grant Fleming, we got box of birth certificates, etc. Eilish said, when their house burnt down, trying to prove who you are was hard. Maybe a little easier now with technology. Yeah, I guess you've got nothing.
Yeah,
like if you literally left ran out with nothing or arrived home with nothing, that's huge.
We've got
right?
have we got them at the minute? I can't remember if they're in there at the minute, but our like birth certificates and stuff like that are all in the deeds office with the lawyer.
Yeah,
it's
so,
separated.
yeah. House
it's
title,
good.
all that stuff.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, is always good. It's in a secure space. So even if you got robbed or something like that, it's there.
Yeah. Full on. Interesting
Right.
to hear how many of you have been impacted in some way. It's there's Hazel. Yeah, really interesting. All right, let's move along.
Yeah, let's talk about fun stuff. All right, we're already behind schedule, Greg. So, of your social posts that you found this week, which ones are the funnest?
Handmade cameras in Japan.
That was interesting.
All right, let me find it. Here we go.
Third one down.
Yeah. It takes you. Oh, hang on. Is there a specific one, or it takes me to the whole thing and you can navigate me through?
Yeah, just bring up like the first one or something.
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's try to find it. How would I put it?
There we go. Which one?
Oh, anyone.
I don't know.
Just click on something. Click on
I
something.
just thought it was
Make a decision.
I thought it was interesting because there's this company in Japan who machines everything. So they will make.
It's so loud. Is it loud for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obnoxious.
Okay, I'll turn it down. Or off.
So
So,
it's
yeah,
like CNCing stuff and making his own
Yeah.
bodies and everything. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's full on.
So, what do they make?
From what I can see, they make film camera bodies.
Okay.
They make bespoke ones. I haven't dived too deeply into it because there was a lot of these sort of articles to look through. But yeah,
Wow.
It's just a new hobby to take up, Justin.
yeah, yeah. It's just something. You've got a factory, just maybe just that loft area in the factory, get it cleared out, and then you can set up some CNC machines. You can make your own cameras.
Yeah. See, every Lucky Strap needs an ornament of a camera, a Lucky camera.
Ooh.
These look expensive.
Yeah, yeah,
These look really expensive.
but very cool.
Imagine sitting there like it's one thing to build a body and get all the moving bits and stuff, but the timing on it and everything else.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if any of that stuff is off the shelf, like any of the mechanisms or anything, are like an off the shelf part that they
like the
they
shutter or whatever.
Yeah, and they can get that from somewhere, or if they had to literally come up with all of it.
It's
Pretty cool though.
Yeah. How'd you come
Amazing.
across this? Just into the algorithm? Just got
Just in the algorithm because I've been looking at a lot of photography stuff for Monday nights, and so I get fed a lot of stuff by Instagram.
precision grinding of the film rails. Look at it go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Engineering
Micron level
nerds
accuracy.
going
that was like
nuts.
0.5 millimeter adjustment. Let's go again. Yeah,
Well, that sort of stuff you get
Wow.
into microns.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. Look at the
There it
gauge
is.
on that.
Doing the micron level measurement. One.
That's crazy.
1.5. Oh, no, too high. Grind it down.
Yeah.
No, start again.
Wow. You throw it out. You ruined it. Well, that's the problem. You can't add material back.
A couple of quick hits. Let's look at Lisa Leach's Ted's honourable mention, winning certificate, winning images.
Hang on. What account am I logged into?
What are you doing?
I must be in the wrong, because I don't. This one doesn't follow her. I'm like, what account is this even logged into? I don't know. You might have to pull that up. Otherwise, I'll try and change my login.
You bring up the next one, which is Lucinda's little post about mentoring.
Yeah, mentoring stuff.
Why did that? No, I want Lisa's.
Here we go. One-to-one creative chats. One-to-one mentoring sessions with me, Lucinda Goodwin. A relaxed, creative conversation built just for you. Creative chats, 1 hour session on Google Meet where we dive into whatever you need most right now, whether you're a musician feeling stuck with their social media, a photographer trying to break into live music, or a creative who just wants to talk process, mindset, or direction. These chats are your space to get clarity, bounce ideas, and walk away with a plan you'll actually feel good about. No gatekeeping here. Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
So it sounds like
cool.
you can just contact Lucinda Goodwin
Yep.
through her Instagram or however you want to get in touch with her, and she'll run you through how these things work.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's even got prices. $95 for an hour.
Yep.
Or $250 for 3 1-hour sessions. Must be used within 6 months. It is cheap.
Yeah. It's good.
Get it while it's at this price.
And look,
Yeah.
just wander on in and here I am.
Oh, we're just talking about you. Again.
Ears are burning.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's a very cool offer, Lucinda. Really, really great. I
Good
think
time
more
of year.
photographers-
Good time of year to have a bit of guidance about how you want to tackle 2026, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just started a mentoring relationship.
Have you?
Yeah, with Matthew Garberg, who we met at BFOP.
Yeah.
Canon shooter, unfortunately. I'm trying to convert him to Fujifilm, but you know,
Don't
it's
do
a process.
that.
Hey, I gave him my XE5 at that BFOP night, and it took him less than 3 minutes to come back and say, "Hey, I want one."
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, that is
So, you
true.
know. But yeah, we're just having chats once a month. It's just as good for me as it is, as I hope it is for him. Like it's great to have that relationship and to get ideas off someone else and talk through them, and you know, it's collaboration.
Yeah.
Anyway, well
Very
played,
cool.
Lucinda. I've got one to bring up. Can I bring this up?
Yeah, let me pull this down and you can add yours there. Perfect.
Not bad for someone who's been, you know, doing photography for 13 months. But our good friend Lisa Leach has won a TED's Photographer of the Year, honourable mention, highly commended for her images, nature images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that one. That was been on the podcast, I think, hasn't
I
it?
think it might
Pretty
have.
sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this one has. I love this. Anyway, the
Nice.
transition between internet doesn't do it justice, but they're absolutely stunning
Well done,
photos.
Lisa.
Yeah. So well done, kiddo. That's great news.
Yeah, nice work. Congrats.
Yeah. She says, took my breath away. Thanks, guys, for the mention. It's the least we can do. We love celebrating our peeps.
We do.
Yeah. Last one is Bruce versus Mantis.
All right.
I don't know why you stuck that on there.
I've watched this on repeat so many times today.
Oh, hang on. We'll need to remove you. Add
Oh,
me,
sorry. Yeah.
And then I'll have to. Hang on. How can I go back to
There he is.
to play again? Does it need
Tell
sound?
us about this rig.
No, it's
Bruce.
just got music on it. I suppose I'll start with it. So the thing on me is called an Easy Rig. I've actually got one back there, a smaller one. The Mantis is the thing that's on the top of it, which uses the rubber band to hold the camera. Normally, an Easy Rig has well, you can see it on the edge there. That has a string which runs through and into a spring.
I've seen string ones. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's what an
before.
Easy Rig has, and that's what I've
Okay.
got, and that's what it is. But the Mantis is the thing on top, which is an Australian evolution to add to them. And the thing they're fixing is the problem with the Easy Rig system is that when you start to move it, it locks in. You're good. But if you want to push down on the string or pull up on the string, there's a bit of tension you've got to get through. So you can't get a smooth movement. This uses a bungee system, they're like rubber, like gym straps, really, like those cords. And
So
they've got different colors for different weeks. And
little
you
bit
can
of give.
It's got pure give, so it will hold when you put it to based on the weight of the camera you're using. You can pull it up, stretch it, get it to the point where it sits equal to the plane of where you want the camera to sit normally. So you can actually adjust it up and down. But then when you're using it, you can push it up and down smoothly. You can see me doing it there. And that the camera on it's an RE Alexa 35. So it's only like $100,000.
I was going to say, just a cheap one.
Just a cheap one.
And
Not
where
mine.
was this?
None of
where
that's
was
mine.
this? Was this at an event or like a trade show or something that you got to try it out? Or
No, I'm a member of the Australian Cinematography Society.
that's right. Yeah.
And like a little thing on my shirt at the minute, the ACS cert. So that's we had a Tassie branch Christmas luncheon down in Oatlands.
Yeah, I saw the photos.
And so people bring some gear along. One of the president at the moment, he runs a company called Digi and Night, which does extremely high-end systems for cameras. So they go to LA and stuff like that. And so if you might have heard of Small Rig and stuff, which do cages for cameras and stuff. This is the premium end of that for like RE and Reds and Venices and stuff. And
what does a rig like? What does a rig like that cost, mate?
It's all component parts you put onto. It's how you
okay.
extend your camera out in different ways, like cages and stuff. But they do stuff with drones and all sorts of stuff. It's really cool. And it's all Tassie developed, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So one of the guys down there brought that, and I was keen on playing with the Mantis because that's been a bugbear of mine, that whole jolt thing. So it was like, oh, let me have a play with that. So,
is there something you think you'll add to your kit one day?
I'd like to, but yeah, it's like, how much more kit do I need? Like,
silly question, Bruce. You never ask yourself that question. What have you? You've learned nothing.
I got a new bit of kit. We can talk about that later if you want. But
we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's have a quick scroll through some. Do you want to do the YouTube videos, or should we just drop them in the comments later?
Yeah, we might. Let's keep it rolling. Although, I mean,
just a quick summary.
Yeah, we'll do a quick summary because we've got some of Greg's photos. I think from that
from this
shoot for tonight's images. Yeah. All
right. But yeah, Greg Carrick's got a new video out. Dennis Smith has one that dropped, I think, last Tuesday or late Monday night. Definitely worth checking that one out. It's a short video and it just showcases a piece of his work, which is just absolutely stunning. And our friend Lee Herbert has been testing some Apple Vision Pro accessories, and I thought maybe that would pique your interest there, Justin, because you're pretty keen on some goggle action.
I like to keep up with it. It's sort of like it's definitely coming. It's coming along, but the Apple Vision Pro is kind of, I guess, they did a little refresh on it recently, but other than that, it's kind of just sitting there doing not much.
I doubt they're selling that many in this economy.
Yeah, who was I listening? I was listening to a podcast with someone, and they got asked about it. It was the guy that makes the glitter porch bomb things. Mark Rober. Yeah, so he was on a podcast, and someone asked him just about his thoughts on VR and all that sort of stuff. And he said, obviously it's coming, but it just hasn't had the breakthrough application to give it mass market appeal. You know how a device needs that thing that makes everyone want to have it so they can use it for the thing. It's not at the moment people want it for the goggles, and that's a very small amount of people, but you need the people that want it for something the goggles can provide them.
You want the apps
his example was, and I think it's very smart, he's like, how is there not a premium live sports offering where you're literally sitting next to the court in the best seats?
Courtside,
And then he said, oh no.
I was going to say, just going off on that, there's a system they do where they use IMAX theaters and they do live broadcast in it, but they've actually got an array of cameras to give you the full pitch. So I saw it on Wrexham, but they've used it for other things as well. And so it feels like you are in the stadium in the crowd. So you could definitely take that technology, that projection, and stick it in there.
And I think once that goes to that, and it's going to be an expensive thing, and it's going to be something where it's like, oh man, it's like $100 a month subscription, but you can literally be, into these places. Because that's what he said. He's like, first of all, you could be at courtside, and then he's like, screw that. What if you were literally behind the net at a soccer game? You get somewhere where you can never sit because you can't, but you can mount a camera there.
Or the players start wearing cameras, or the ref.
And you just be the ref. Oh, imagine you switch to ref view and you're literally the ref.
It's like FIFA.
You get so sick because they're running around.
Yeah.
The goggles aren't up to that yet. You would feel terrible.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah, wow.
Anyway, that's what's happening on the YouTubes. So check out those channels. Give them a like, give them a subscribe. It helps out our friends.
Yeah,
and,
don't forget Aussie Park Barbies is super live. Lucinda's going to be binge watching it.
Good on you, kiddo. Nice. All right, let's move along.
On to the news. We are definitely way behind the schedule that I wrote down. We cannot do it. We cannot do it.
Let me just do a quick read.
Hold on.
We don't need to bring much up. Hey, it's the news, everybody.
Speed read.
In Fujifilm news, we'll start with Fujifilm. I don't know why, we just will. A couple of articles have come out this week about Fujifilm's Instax production. They're investing another $32 million into expanding their Instax gold mine, it seems. Instax sales are through the roof and they can't keep up with demand, which is amazing and great for analog photography.
Hold on. It's also great for non-analog photography because a healthy Fujifilm means new GFX lenses. It means GFX Eterna cinema cameras, because it's not susceptible to the fluctuations in our sort of pro market. If it's got this underpinning of a mass consumer item, I think it's great.
I think everyone wins. Run by Dennis now, really.
Yeah.
That's why they had to expand production. Was they heard that next year Beefop's going to have a record
breaker.
For
1,000.
Like,
go for 1,000.
Going to have to start making them now.
Our friend Andrew Hall, who we were just talking about at the top of the show, he one of his responsibilities at Fujifilm Australia is he's an ambassador for Fujifilm Instax. He's not just the motorsport guy running around with the XH2S and the 500 f5.6. He actually is one of his responsibilities is Instax. Right. So he must be doing very well with his work.
Yeah,
or sure. Good work, but also I guess it doesn't cost him anything to use Instax like everybody else.
No. Actually, I have to get him up for some Instax.
Yeah.
What else? Couple of patents spotted. There is a big rumor that a Fujifilm TX3 digital X-Pan. There is a rumor that Fujifilm are developing one of those and that it will come out next year on the anniversary of the original TX1 X-Pan Fujifilm film camera. That's the rumor.
Oh.
And they've put out a couple of weird patents for lenses. So for a 35 f4 and a 28 f4, which they think is for this camera.
That is very interesting. Yeah. Will they do it, do you think?
I don't know. I reckon they're probably getting that feedback off their GFX 100 RF. How many people are loving the wide aspect ratios?
That's the kind of thing that is tempting, but it's whether if it was really, really expensive, but if it was less than a GFX, it would be pretty interesting. Lower price.
Yeah. And I think the article said that it's not an APS-C and it's not a GFX sensor. It's somewhere in the middle. And there was rumors earlier in the year about Fujifilm developing a full frame sensor. So this, again, it's all rumors. Anyway, let's move along.
They won't do full frame. Very quickly with Fujifilm though, I was listening to the Petapixel podcast. Ooh. They did like a prediction show. Yep. And interestingly enough, they do a prediction show every year and they recapped last year's predictions they did, and 2 out of 11 were accurate. So take this with a grain of salt for this year, which I thought it was funny that they do that. They went back through all of them. They were like, got that wrong, got that wrong. But they of the opinion that early this year, they reckon Fujifilm will release a new X series sensor, like new generation sensor of that sort of flagship sensor that they do in the X Pro 4 that will then slowly trickle down into subsequent, the XT6 or whatever that is, and each successor as they go.
It's due. It's due. They've had the 40 mig. The one that I've got in the XT5 is also in the XT5, and it's in, what else is it in? Anyway, and that's been around for about 2.5 years. And it's the fourth or fifth generation of X-Trans. So it kind of happens about every 2 years. So we're kind of due.
Due for something. Yeah.
Yeah. And whether they'll jump it up to a 60 megapixel like a Leica, like your Q3, or I don't know.
Crop, 60 megapixel crop, that would be pretty
Yeah, like a cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think 40s are sweet. They're great there. It's probably more whether they can improve, dare I say, autofocus and dynamic range and stuff.
Yeah.
And just not
would be the big
change
ticket items.
Yeah.
We don't need more.
No,
we don't need more megapixels. Yeah. But you're right. We need a little bit better low light performance, a little bit better IBIS, and a little bit better on the focus performance. Color science is magic. You know, they've nailed that.
Exactly. And it wouldn't need to be a big change. It could just be just an iteration and improve everything across the board just a little bit, and then
Anyway, we'll see. Should we jump to Sony? Very quickly, a couple of bits of Sony news. A couple of 7 Artisan lenses announced. There's a 6mm f2 APS-C fisheye for E-mount, and there's also a 50mm 1.2.
They're all cropped.
They're all cropped. They're all APS. Yep. And we'll drop this in the comments a bit later. But there's a great little teardown. Someone dismantles one of the new A7 V and completely pulls it. Yeah. So, but we're not going to go through that here because that's a whole thing.
There was a bit of scuttlebutt about that A7 V's dynamic range, though.
Yeah, that
got tested. Did you see that, Bruce?
Yeah.
No. I've been so busy, I haven't kept up next to anything, to be honest.
It basically tested really, really well with mechanical shutter and good with electronic shutter too. Yep. Obviously, you usually take a hit with electronic shutter in dynamic range, but it was still good. But like it tested really, really well. I think up amongst some of the best cameras. For best, sort of our normal consumer level cameras, like not near your big medium format stuff. But
I heard that I haven't seen one, but I heard that when you go to electronic shutter, it doesn't drop from 14-bit to 12-bit, and that's the big difference. Where most cameras, even the Canon and stuff like that, drop down to 12-bit.
Take a hit,
take a hit to have the speed on the electronic shutter.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I don't know. As I said, I'm behind on things.
The Canon R6 Mark III drops to 12-bit, and the A7 V doesn't. That's definitely true, and I'm sure a lot of other cameras drop to 12-bit as well. I don't think the R3 does. That was one of its benefits, I'm pretty sure. But it holds its dynamic range. I think because it's doing some sort of trickery with dual gain ISO in mechanical shutter images to get really high dynamic range. Up amongst, basically it's saying that, I don't know, it gets this rating of 12.47 or whatever, which puts it 12.47. The GFX 102 is 12.55. The Hasselblad X2D Mark II is 12.46. So it's in the range of those cameras for dynamic range. Whereas like
that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, the R6 Mark III I think is like maybe it's 11 point something, 11.8, or like it's quite a significant step down. I think the general conclusion after that is, though, even though it sounds like a lot, it's not something that a lot of people notice in image taking. It's not a big difference in real world.
You got to think about it like. Yeah, most people, if they're shooting most things, won't notice it. It's if you're going for extreme low light or like extreme, like shooting in the desert with a massive bit of shadow somewhere or something like that. You don't. Yeah. Or studio stuff, you could do some interesting stuff with a bit more range, but
for the average enthusiast, it's not gonna.
It's like, how much can I pull the highlight slider back?
Exactly. The issue, what's hard is though. So I see why people get interested with it. Obviously, why wouldn't we all want more dynamic range? Like, it's great. It's good. And it also makes it, you think, oh, damn, it's a shame that Canon weren't able to do this in their most recent release. But it's not enough to jump systems or anything like that.
No.
But what I did see that was interesting on the internet was Canon Rumors was putting some stuff out there saying, why is everybody whinging about dynamic range? Anyone that complains about dynamic range doesn't know how to act, just take a good photo. And I'm like, that's very interesting coming from a rumors site. You guys literally are the specs and rumors people.
Yeah. They whip people into a frenzy over stuff, and then
if the Canon had a stop better dynamic, they'd be talking all about it. But because it's a stop lower, they're like, you don't need that. And anyone that thinks that you need it doesn't know how to take photos and blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
you can say that about anybody. Like, a pro photographer, like somebody who knows their craft, should know how to work within the range tolerances of their machine, basically.
Of transparency film.
Like half a stop. That's it. It's all you've got.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's Sony. Quick little bit of Canon news. Canon EOS R7. The rumor is the Mark II will have a stacked 40 megapixel sensor. And the other news is, which is pretty big, really. Canon is considering outsourcing the production of lower end, so entry-level products to external partners. So that includes cameras and lenses.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but Nikon already do that for some lenses with Tamron.
Oh, maybe, sure? Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
It is interesting because earlier this year we talked about a story where they were automating most of their factories. They were going for, basically robotics, a bit more kind of hands-off stuff, because people are expensive to hire, this is just another step. It's interesting.
It's interesting too because it's like, well, does anyone else do that?
Yeah, so they might already. We might not know.
We just don't know, and that's what I mean. I think it's reasonably well known that some of the Nikon lenses are Tamron, kind of like rehoused, rebranded-y kind of Tamrons made by Tamron for Nikon with their color and their like whatever specs that they need. It's whether does that mean Tamron or does that mean some other no-name kind of factory that they're looking at making their lenses and stuff. But it's interesting because like, Apple outsource a lot of their production.
Almost all of it.
Yeah. So it's sort of just, a shift
just
in
tech
supply
industry
chain management.
Yeah. But not Lucky Straps. Oh, no, they're not outsourced. They're made here in Australia.
That's right.
Code Greg. Nikon news, another TT Artisans. They've just released a silver version of an existing lens for Z mount. In Leica news, this is for yourself and Dennis Smith, for the Q3 owners, and anyone that owns a SL3, if you can afford one. There's a major firmware update, version 4.0, for those camera systems, Q3s and SL3s. A couple of range of fixes, but apparently for the Q3s, autofocus performance improvements.
I'm excited by it. Yeah, so Dennis says the Q3 firmware update has a hilarious flaw, but it's generally super sick. And we need more info, Dennis. Like, what's the flaw?
Call in now.
Oh, look at this big problem. Look, he knows how to create a bit of hype, a bit of interest, intrigue. I really want to obviously do this update because I've been thinking about doing a segment on this show or making a YouTube video or something about like what happens when you buy your dream camera and how much I haven't used it lately. And hang on.
There we go.
Hang on.
Clockwork.
Looks like, let's see if you can, is this going to work? Can you hear us, Dennis? Dennis, are you there? Hang on. Stay with us. You know the deal. Wait, can you hear us now? All right, not yet. Be patient. This is quite possibly the worst.
This needs its own theme tune.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm coming, Dennis. Just wait. Try that. Can you hear us now? Hello, Dennis.
Hey, how are you?
There he
is.
All right, now I know that we're a little tight for time, but I need a break. I've been on an edit for 3 days, so this is a good break. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal with the Q3 update. I thought I'm on, always am, because Leica, perfect. And hilariously, I went to set up my autofocus, and if you turn the focus peaking on, it's on for everything. So you used to be able to have no focus peak or focus peaking just for manual, and then when you go to auto, it turns off. And then when you touch the focus ring, and now if you put the focus peaking on, it's on literally for everything, auto, manual, but also when you take a photo with focus peaking on and you press play, it has the focus peaking on the replay. It's so funny.
So it's on the replay, but is it in the JPEGs or anything? What? On your computer?
Well, I have no idea. I mean, JPEGs are for kids, but
JPEGs are for kids. Clip that.
It's
Somebody clip that.
That's a T-shirt.
JPEGs.
No, it is a T-shirt. So it hilarious, yeah. But other than that, it's wicked, man. It's actually because the autofocus system on it used to be like, it was basically like taking a photo with a potato, right?
It's why I haven't used it so much. I can't trust it to take fast scenes.
But it's wicked. I did some testing with my wife. She was sitting in a chair. But it actually saw her eyes, and then the cat, one of our 10 cats walked past, and I was like, oh, here we go, pointed it at the cat, and it actually saw the cat. So I'm pretty excited about it, apart from the fact that there's no focus peaking. Yeah, but there you go. So carry on. Hey, I've got a sick photo of the year. It requires a full behind the scenes explanation video. That's how sick it is.
Excellent.
We look forward to
it might be in a top 20.
Well,
might be a top 20.
You got to the 5th of January to get it through. Or let's say the 4th, just so I don't have too much work to do on that 5th. But yeah, so the 5th is when we're going to do the show.
Locked in. I love you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. What a beautiful year with Camera Life podcast, hey. And
thanks, Dan.
See you in the world. Have fun.
Thanks for calling.
Merry Christmas, mate. Be safe.
Oh, pleasure. Goodbye. Go back to my edit.
Good luck with your edit.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it good?
Gosh, we're lucky, aren't we? We've got such a beautiful community. Final bits of news. SEPA, is that how you pronounce it, Brucey? SEPA? CIPA, whatever they are, reports an impressive spike in fixed lens camera sales. So this is all Fuji X half, obviously. Everyone's buying a Fuji X half because they're all so discounted because no one wants them. But yeah, fixed. So we're talking about X100s, Ricoh GRs, Lumix do a couple, don't they?
Does it count for the new Kodak toy camera?
Oh, how do you pronounce the Chamera?
The Chamera.
That's actually a fair point. Did they make 6 million of those? And it is a fixed lens camera.
Maybe.
Great point,
I didn't think, Bruce. Yeah, good point. Actually, I saw those at JB the other day. They had them at the checkout.
So they're available.
Yeah, and the girl thinks that we ordered thousands of them, and some people are coming in and buying like 6 because they want to collect them all. Because there's like, it's like what do they call it? Gashapon, blind box. There's that energy behind blind box collecting, which we're big fans of here at the Chromie household. But and there's a mystery one that apparently is a see-through case, like an old school 80s gaming retro controller that had see-through plastic. It's like that. Yeah,
that is cool.
So there's it's very tempting to grab one of those. I will eventually because I like a challenge.
Yeah.
It could be fun. Like if anybody picks one up, we should have like a shootout of the different people. Because
that's a great idea.
And then
59.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Maybe we should do something like that.
Oh, Rick Nelson.
Yeah, we can
says
have
I bought two. No mystery yet. Oh.
Whoopsie, sorry.
No mystery yet.
Yeah, Rick, you'll have to let us know what they're like. But yeah, maybe we should buy a couple and have a little Camera Life Chamera.
Send around
your images session. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You get Dennis to see if you can light paint on it. You've got no control at all.
Of course.
He will. He'll work it out. Don't you worry. And that's it for the news, I think. I think we've covered enough news for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's
1 in
talk.
50 are see-through, Greg Carrick says.
1 in 50.
That's a good chance.
So you just buy a box because literally I think there'll probably be 100 in a box.
Yeah. listen to
gonna
us,
get one
Santa.
from Santa.
Yeah.
Bring her one, Greg.
Yeah. Oh, that's Bruce's hemisphere. I'm northern. Brucey, what have you been up to?
Lots. And I don't know.
How's your year been? You've done a fair bit of travel. Is that more than normal?
Yeah. Not as much as I did pre-COVID, but it is definitely the most I've done since COVID. New Zealand and Hawaii and all around the country. I already booked another job in Sydney already for February, which is going to be interesting and quite like need a great ton of tissues for the feels. Yeah,
okay,
it's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, it's been a really busy year. Lots of different things. Lots of work with traditional owners and the Aboriginal and community around the country and overseas. So
yeah, you went to Hawaii
just lots of filmmaking
for a First Nations kind of conference thing, wasn't it? You were there.
The one in Hawaii was, So the main big project I've been on in the last 6 months, roughly, is Indigenous cultural safe care for Indigenous elders suffering dementia for Western practitioners, basically for non-Indigenous practitioners.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a mouthful. I don't know. We haven't worked out a way of putting it in a nicer way yet, but it's all elder-led. Working with elders from around the country, and so I've been going out on country and talking to them and filming them on country and stuff. That's the reason why a lot of travel has been involved, because we didn't want to just
I know
do
who
it
you should speak to.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off. Terrible at that.
That's okay.
You should speak to my partner Sasha, because she's a lecturer at Melbourne Uni, and one of her main focuses and passion projects is First Nation cultural safety in the hospital system.
Yep, and this is where it's going towards.
Yeah.
But it's for a lot of this is the catch that happens. Like a lot of research and materials made in healthcare are aimed at their community, like trying to educate them to be better at looking after themselves and the community and stuff like that. There's not a lot going the other way, which is about us whiteys or whatever understanding that they've got a very different culture to us. One of the things you'll find in healthcare is, and particularly in teaching, and that is client-centered focus stuff. Like it's all about you as the individual having the autonomy and that to do your own healthcare and ask the questions and everything like that. But traditional owners are more of a collectivist society, so you need to think about the whole of the community, because it's not about the individual, it's about everybody in the family or the mob. And it's a very different way for a lot of people to think about, particularly doctors and stuff like that. So it's been interesting, because I've obviously done interviews with lots of different elders from around the country, and then we took that to America and we talked to people in the Hawaiian conference was dementia care for First Nations people, but we had people from all different tribes, and that from America and Canada and Pacific Islanders and Maori and stuff like that. So it was interesting seeing how common the themes were in a lot of spots and how different they were in different spots as well. And then here in Australia, stuff that is done in like the here in Tasmania and like Victoria and stuff like that versus say at the top end, once again, very different.
Very different,
yeah. So it's been an eye opener. So I'm in the middle of editing that at the minute. So that's going to be like a bunch of podcasts and a video and stuff. I filmed it all, but the original intent is to be audio podcasts so people can listen to it on the move. So because people are busy, that was the whole point of that. And then I've got like, I use the camera. I've got like this much stuff and only need to produce this much. So there's a lot of scope to expand it later. It's a matter of pulling the right bits out for these bunch for the moment, and then they may want to hopefully expand it further because there's a lot of topics in there which we'll have to drop unfortunately, because of the time constraints of
Yeah.
what we need to produce. And then one I've got coming up, which I literally just got a message about, and the reason why it's going to be a truckload of tissues is I'm going to be working on childhood dementia. So next year. And that's not
Wow,
something
that's
that many
full on.
people know
Heavy.
about.
That's very
It's
big.
real heavy. So
Yeah.
on top of everything else I do, that's only parts of it. The other
Mm.
cool thing I've done, just to completely go to a different topic, is I'm working with an AI company who are in around the country. They're building a data center here in Launceston,
Really?
Oh, wow.
a big one, a really, really big one, because we
Okay.
have hydroelectricity, so that it's all their company is all about renewables and minimizing the power consumption and water wastage to the absolute smallest amount. So they're currently in earthworks. They need to have it up in 8 months, evidently. They've been here for 5 years, just buying all the plots of land and stuff, and they've got it to a point now that they're going hell for leather on it. And yeah, so I started documenting that last week, and that's
Wow.
going to go up real quick.
Really?
And it's
Okay.
Australian mob as well, but they're based out of Singapore. But the guy who's the CEO and the main guys are running it from Australia.
Very cool.
Right. So is it an additional data center to ones that they're already operating, or is this like a
Yes.
new thing that they're doing? Okay, no, this
No,
is just
they've-
another.
That's another one. I think they've got one in Singapore and a few other places, but this is going to be like their capstone sort of. This is a fully green AI center. I actually don't know what they're using in there or anything like that. Didn't get to talk to them about that. It was one of those phone calls I got. It was like, oh, we need to document this. We've got everybody coming over from all over the place for the Christmas party. We're going to do it here. Come along. We'll get some photos of that and the workers, and we'll go from there. So,
Wow.
yeah, that was fascinating.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a very cool project.
Yeah.
Such a diverse mix.
On the first project, Lucinda said that sounds incredible. That was the First Nations dementia project, which does, I mean, it's obviously pretty involved, but I would imagine quite rewarding in certainly some aspects, seeing that stuff come to life and make a difference.
Yeah.
Greg Carrick says he's heard over 95% of Tassie's power is renewable. Is this
I don't
true?
know. I think we're 100%. We've been for that forever.
Well, he's right. Over
unless-
95. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we have the Basslink cable, which means we can pull power from the mainland through Victoria, but it's usually us servicing Victoria. So I
Yeah.
suppose if we have a shit day, we might pull some power, but I believe we only have hydro and wind farms at the moment.
Yeah.
We don't have coal.
So cool. Such an idyllic way to do it, isn't it?
How much of Tasmania's power is renewable? Tasmania generates approximately 100% of its electricity from renewable sources, primarily hydropower and wind, making it a leader in clean energy. The state achieved this milestone in 2020 when it closed everyone's powers off. No. And aims to double its renewable energy production to 200% of its current needs by 2040.
Yeah. Because you
That's
can buy Tassie hydro power here in Victoria. I don't know how it works, but
It's all because
They do
we're
off-
part of the.
oh, Bruce, where'd you go?
Bruce.
Oh.
What's happening?
I'm still here, guys, but I just realized the battery in my camera ran out.
Oh no,
That's okay.
Plug it into the mains.
such a rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Power went out. Nice. Greg.
All right, I'm just going to grab another battery.
That's
Yeah, all
what
right.
happens. That's what happens. We should use this opportunity to. I've been starting to do a little bit of planning for the podcast next year, and still figuring out things. But I've been making some notes that we probably don't explain enough about what each show is that we do each week. In my Monday show, the random show, that's the show when you can literally ring the phone line like Dennis did before, and we'll pick it up and talk to you about anything photography related, potentially things that aren't photography related, depending on if it's interesting. So you can call us every night, Monday, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Melbourne time, whatever you want to call it. But then Thursdays when we slow things down and we bring on amazing photographers to really dive deep into their story and what makes them tick as a photographer or videographer, the work that they do. So 2 shows every week, this one and the interview show. The interview shows, these ones are obviously pretty current news and stuff like that. The interview shows, you can go back a year and check out who we've interviewed a year ago, because these interviews will last a lifetime. So that's our archive. Dig into that and enjoy, especially over the holidays if you've got time to sit in the backyard and water the plants and listen to a podcast.
Yeah,
we have
make a
tons of
cuppa,
great interviews.
grab a beer,
Yeah,
whatever it takes.
whatever you need, depending on the time
It's
of
the
day.
perfect way to force yourself to unwind. It's just to
Yes.
stop and listen.
Yeah. Bruce, you're back.
I am.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
See?
I think the camera literally was listening to the conversation.
Yeah.
That was-
Renewable energy, hey?
They show you.
100%, you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. The timing.
Didn't blow enough hot air.
Anything else that you want to chat about before we?
No, just been
that you've
interesting.
doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
done a bunch of workshops and stuff.
yeah, I was going to say some creative stuff this year. Some of your creative photography's been.
Yeah, it's been
surfacing?
interesting. Doing a lot more street shoots, which I enjoy, especially being in other spaces and other countries and stuff.
That was a
always
great day we
awesome.
shared in Melbourne when you came
Yeah.
down, and we went for quite a long walk.
Yeah, that was
We were waiting
awesome.
for a flight. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was very cool.
Next year, I'm gonna probably do some more, or I will do some more. It's just a matter of timing for me and stuff. I want to experiment a bit more with mixed media, but it's always a hard one with timing and stuff for me. I did get a new toy, which
Cool.
is going to make things a bit more interesting. It's been something on my list for ages, which it's over in the back over there, but I won't go grab it. It's a slider for filmmaking, but it can do macro. So it can do, was it one? It could be moved in 1 nanometer or something, like micrometer or something increments, and you can program it. And it will
I think it was on
and it will
your
shoot
Instagram.
things.
There was a post about it, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Somewhere on one of your sites.
Yeah, on Instagram. So that's been on my list for ages because I can use it for filmmaking, but because I've got all the like crazy macro stuff here, I wanted to do focus stacking, but I wanted to play with the idea of motion with it as well. So that's part of it.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so that was a Black Friday sale. I finally went, you know what? It's actually cheap enough to get it, and it's in stock, which was a hard one because they don't have a lot of units around.
Yeah.
Pretty niche piece of equipment, I would imagine.
Not for filmmakers, like to a certain level. I reckon Dennis would have something like this himself, like a motorized slider. I've got an old slider I've used forever, but it's all you have to manually move it and stuff. Because you can actually set points and that. The nice thing about this one, which I haven't shown, is it's the only one that it's by iFootage, which are a UK company. Obviously, stuff's all manufactured in China, and I really like their stuff. They've got they did a collaboration with DJI, so you can actually slot a Ronin gimbal onto it, and you'll get 5-axis control on it. All works together. So you can slide, you can rotate, you can up and down, pan, tilt, everything like that.
Yep.
And if you put the focus system on it as well, you can program it all together on your phone or in the actual straight on the thing. You don't actually need to use the phone app for most of it.
Wow.
Which is a big thing for me. I have phone apps and that, but if you're running like a time code system, a lighting system, then your slider system, and then they deprecated, they don't update it because they brought out a new model. It's a problem.
It's nice to know you can always do it on the unit. When it's app required to be an app, it's frustrates me. Yeah.
It's always a red flag, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds like
for it, you know.
Yeah, it always sounds like a good idea when especially when they first came out. It's like, this is high tech and stuff like that. But if there's a manual control there, it's always going to be your fallback, regardless. So it needs to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of like, music systems and stuff now. It's like you're starting to get into ones like Sonos systems and things like that, where it's like if if that goes away,
Well, that's
it
happened with
goes away.
Sonos.
Yeah.
Sonos have deprecated earlier systems completely,
Yeah.
and that means
Mhm.
that you've ended up with e-waste.
Exactly.
Google
Whereas-
are really good at it too with all their home Nest systems and stuff. They
Mm.
deprecate them and they stop working.
Whereas when I was a teenager, I had all of my dad's old amps from like a long time ago, just plugged into speakers, and just all you need is RCA inputs and off you go.
Yeah.
Like it just, it all just still worked. You might need an adapter or something depending on what you're plugging into it, but it's interesting. Anyway.
But lots of fun things, more printing and stuff. But yeah, I'll try and do some more behind the scenes stuff hopefully next year.
We'd
Cool.
love to see
We
it.
look forward. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have anything you wanted to show us before we move on to the next subject, or?
No, I
not too
literally, I just haven't had any time to put anything up.
That's
I can show you
fine.
that Photoshop thing later in your photo segment if you want. That's
Okay.
about it.
Perfect. We appreciate you just being here. We know you're a busy man.
Yeah, I like Monday nights, just hanging out.
Yeah,
We
do too.
love it. It's a part of our routine.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, should we move on to my my deep question of the week
Please.
that I decided to do? I was just, it's a reflective time of the year, so I wanted to be reflective. And so I come up with this question. Where's my button? It's not a very reflective sound effect. But I was thinking about like the past year, 2025, and what like the photography that I did and what I want to try and do next year. And I come up with this thought of like what photography gave me this year that didn't actually have anything to do with the photos themselves. What did I get out of the practice of photography or videography, or the work that you do, or creative projects, anything like that? Vision board time. Lucinda.
So, we love you for that.
That's what I was thinking. And there's some things that come to mind immediately. Like what did I get out of this photography thing this year that wasn't images? But I wanted to dig a little bit deeper. So I'll tell you what I come up with, and then if you guys have any thoughts on maybe what you got out of photography this year, I'd love to hear it. And same with you in the chat. Throw it in the chat if there's anything that you got out of photography this year that wasn't actually the photos. I want to hear it.
Or call in.
Yeah, or call in. Hey.
Yeah.
Number, top right of your screen, just above Bruce's head.
Yeah.
So I the word that come up to there it is. The word that come into my mind straight away, not straight away actually, once I'd done some more digging, was perspective. And I was like, why am I like going around this word perspective? And I think it came to that that I actually need more and more, the older I get, I actually need photography now to remember things more deeply. And that's never something that I had this thing when I went on holidays, I wouldn't take photos of I wouldn't go on efforts to take photos of these great locations and stuff that other people shot, because I knew that unless you really dedicate yourself to that, your photos won't be as good as someone that's, gone there every day to that beach or whatever and always photographs it and gets it in the perfect light and stuff. So I always had this thought of like, what's the point if my photo is just going to be more of a snapshot and theirs is, a well-crafted, executed photography trip from a landscape photographer in the area or something like that. And so I wouldn't take as many photos of day-to-day or travel or things like that. But then when I was scrolling back through what I've done this year, there were so many things that I'd forgotten I've done. And then not only that, I remembered way more deeply the people that I met and what I felt like on that day and what I was going through in my life around that time from going through the photos that I've taken this year. And I realized how much I actually need to do more and more of it as I get older, I think, because I'm not remembering those things as easily. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah, I think that's a beautiful way to look at it. Perspective is really important. And it's like you say, why go and shoot the Wanaka tree while you're in New Zealand? Because Brett Woods has done it so perfectly that,
Exactly.
I can just buy a postcard.
Exactly.
But it's not just about that. And this is probably what leads me to what I've discovered this year is that's fine. Yeah, someone can take the photo. Thousands of people, millions of people have. But they weren't there with you when you had that experience. Like that experience of going to that place was yours. And maybe you shared it with your Lena or with your family if you were out somewhere else with them. And I think for me, a big part about this year. Sorry, have you finished with your bit? Because I don't want to hijack what you're saying.
No, absolutely. Your turn.
For me, that experience has been a real standout for me. I've become less obsessed with the final product and more interested in that experience, and I think for me, a wonderful example, which leads to some of the comments that are already flowing in about community. That's been one of the greatest experiences for me this year is my community has just blossomed, through this podcast, but also through our greater involvement this year than last year with BFOP.
Yeah.
And I think, we didn't go to BFOP looking for praise or feedback or anything. We just went to have a great time and sell product and do our podcast and catch up with friends like Bruce and Dennis and all those wonderful people that we've met. But that experience was so great,
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right. I think that those photos remind us of that experience, not just, here's the end outcome.
Exactly.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
It definitely does. Well, community, obviously, that was another thing that was immediately, I started thinking about all the people that I've met this year that I just wouldn't have met otherwise.
Yeah.
Particularly around BFOP and this podcast. But I sort of thought, I was like, I don't know if I should use the podcast, but then
Well, I think it's part of it. It's why we're here.
I did want, that was one thing I wanted to bring up was that, but then I was like, that was not really my photography. I had to dig deeper. I was like, it's more the podcast than the photography, but man, it's
I think it's all connected.
It is all connected. You're right.
Well, you wouldn't have it without the photography. So
you wouldn't be here talking about this.
You wouldn't be making straps. And
that's true.
Be here. So
This is true. But yeah, it's been a game changer. The amount of people that we met, how our network's expanded.
Well, and just such generous. Sorry, Bruce, you go.
I was going to say, just bring it to the business. You went. I didn't know Lucky Straps before the podcast and stuff. So, but you went from a business. No, but you went from a business who was any other business to not that it's a personality-based business. You're far from that, but it has. You guys are visible, where most businesses, e-com business particularly, are just like nice creator photos and videos, and that's it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like you make a video if you need to do a product video or something, but you don't just, And I was never
learn
that
about
kind
the
of
person.
Yeah. And it's funny, we still don't, like, a lot of this stuff doesn't make it onto the Lucky socials. We send it out with newsletters and stuff, but I need to do a better job of connecting those dots. But I also wanted this to be a standalone thing. I wanted it to be separate and have no so people don't feel like they're just coming onto some business's podcast. I wanted it to be its own space.
Well, we spend less than 0.5% of our time talking about Lucky Straps.
It's when you remember is good.
But if you just purely did the interview shows and not this Monday night random stuff, I think you would be falling into that a little bit hard.
Yeah,
because that's what a lot of businesses do, right? They will make a show up to promote their product, but they'll wrap it with like chicken wings or something else. So.
It's true. Yeah, there's got to be a hook. There's always got to be a hook.
Sorry, I do like hot ones. It's kind of fun.
Me too.
Clever.
But you're right though. I think having the Thursday morning shows, we get a lot of views, and not that we necessarily do it for that, but the Monday night shows are a far different experience to the Thursday morning interviews. We get to just hang out with our mates, with our community. the people who we've had actual experiences with, whether it be at BFOP or the BFOP day with Camera House's birthday or whatever it may be. All that stuff kind of ties into what we're doing here. Most of the people in the chat we've met face to face.
Yeah.
Through photography. We've learned from these people. We've supported these people. We've encouraged these people. We're showcasing their images. We set up a phone number. If you want to call and have a chat, just call and have a chat. And I think that's all about that experience. So yes, we have an experience going on here. Lucky Straps as a product and a brand has character, I think it's fair to say, because of what we do here. And obviously BFOP showed that to us as well. But yeah. I don't know.
You got any thoughts, Bruce, on anything that this year that impacted you from either your photography or workshops or anything, that side of things, or your video work?
Like what you've already said with the community stuff. Like I got a double dose of that triple dose really, BFOP, this, and the New Zealand trip with their professional awards and stuff. That one was crazy because I walked in knowing only a handful of people, and I reckon I knew everybody by the end of it, and it wasn't small. That was really, really cool. And I've already booked tickets for next year, like to go as a punter. So I haven't bought plane tickets, but I did a fun little promo for them. Because they asked us previous presenters to do a promo for their ticket sales, and I had a bit of fun with that.
That's awesome.
So that was workshops. Not as like BFOP did really well. The ones here are a bit hit and miss. So I still haven't worked that out. But I don't put a lot of effort into it. I suppose that's the problem. I'm so disjointed in the way I do things and work wise that the creative workshopy stuff, which I'd like to do more of, is always at the behest of other things. So it always doesn't get promoted very well or anything like that. Always lots of good ideas. Execution is always a bit lacking. Not that the workshops don't come off well. I think they come off really well, but I've had no complaints. But getting people in the door is a tricky one. Doing more on the socials. That was an outcome from New Zealand, meeting Dawn Photography, and them just going, just do it. I don't know what about her and the way she presented it to me outside of everything just made me just go, fuck it, let's go. But it's definitely made things more interesting and less giving a shit about how it comes out. So that's been fun. Writing more. I've never been a writer, but trying to write stuff to my images. You'll see that on Instagram. Like not so much about why I took the picture, but the thought or feeling where it comes out when I look at the picture when I've made it or as I've made it. That's been a bit of fun. Just hanging out with everybody has been awesome, and meeting a lot of people, connecting closer with Dennis. Actually, I got to say that because we've always had mutual thing going on, but we've definitely spent more time this year talking, and I think that's part of this podcast, to be honest. I'm really grateful for that.
It's good.
Just makes it because it's visible, like you're visible to each other, even if it's just in text comments.
Definitely.
Top of mind, keeps you. Got to remember to catch up with that person.
It's true, because otherwise we just get into our own little worlds and family and responsibility and work, and all of a sudden it's been 3 months since I spoke to someone, and I think I should message. Well,
it's the same. Like it happens to me all the time. Like I'll forget. Well, just not top of mind, and I won't talk to somebody for 2 years. It's easy for me to do. When you had Lee Herbert, I rang him afterwards because I hadn't talked to him in like a couple of years.
Same. Exactly the same. I hadn't spoken to him for ages, and like you, I reached out to him afterwards and said, "Hey man, we need to talk more."
And then I got a job that that needed somebody in Melbourne. I sent it to Lee. So it was awesome.
That's beautiful. I love that. I think for me, and like we've seen in the chat, we've all said it. We've all said the word community. And I know we throw it around a lot here, but I think, at times like this, and let's face it, the world's pretty dark at the moment. There's a handful of old white men ruining everything for everyone. And I feel like we need some women to take over just for a little while at least. But, there's a lot of dark shit going on. And when we get involved in community, that stuff becomes less scary and heavy, because you've got people that, like you, are just trying to get through the day.
Yeah, I think
we can reach
also,
out, and we can connect and all that stuff.
Well, it reminds you as well that maybe the stuff that you see on social media or whatever it's maybe further away from everyday life than what it feels like sometimes when you're getting smashed from every angle with all of that kind of information. Then you sort of hang out with a few regular people and you're like, oh yeah, life.
Yeah, this is
life. It's not that. It's this.
Yeah, and you start talking about stuff, like Bruce and I did a street walk, and we spent like 4 or 5 hours just hanging out, walking around town, just talking, getting to know one another, and all that shit just fell away. All that dark stuff that sits at the periphery of our vision at the moment, it all just fell away because I got to hang out with a new mate, and we swapped stories
to take a photo.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a metaphor for life, really.
It is, yeah.
Got to lay in garbage to create something beautiful.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. But yeah, I think and I think that reinforces for me the absolute importance of what we've created, both individually, or independently, I should say. We've all got our own networks, but also a lot of that stuff's come together through this and through BFOP, and so I think we're onto a good thing.
I think we are, and it's all thanks to you, chat. Thanks to the chat. The chat keeps the place alive. Without the chat, this podcast wouldn't exist because I would feel weird talking to no one. Should we look at some images?
Yeah, let's get onto that. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, let me just grab a couple of comments quickly while you're scooting through that. Lisa Leach says new friends. So we're talking about what 2025 meant. Community. From who was that? Felicity, Greg Carrick, Dr. Castle's psychiatric session. Yes, it was. Lucinda discovered freedom. That's beautiful.
I like that one.
Freedom. Felicity found solitude. Lisa, opportunities. That's enough, Lisa. I think you've said enough. Come on. I'm just hogging the show now. Brett Woodison, this is very deep, Justin. What I got out of my photography this year is community. There it is again. I do car photography, and the people have changed how.
I think that's just an eye. It's just a
I do things and how I love photography. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
From Dennis, I try and make the image the least important part of the process. Mindfulness, focus, connection with land. You have hit the nail on the head, Justin. Rick Nelson. Check out his podcast. For me, photography gives me escape and guidance, the full yin-yang effect of what I want to do with my life and the ability to keep my mental health in check. Very well said.
Love it.
And then again, community is great. It's incredible the places you will go and the people you will meet by picking up a camera. Very true. Dan, great new friends. Tintype Man's in. Hey, guys. Sorry, mate.
What's up?
You've got to go back and catch up now.
Not yet.
Oh, on that, we've been chatting. And I'm going to head down to his space, I think in Phillip Island, I think he said, early in the new year, and he wants to take my portrait with his big fancy old camera.
Maybe I should drive down and film the process.
Or you can give me a lift. Oh, that's perfect.
Take your sunblock. Those lights are going to be bright.
Yeah, they will be bright. Yeah.
No, I'm not going through the city in school holidays, Greg. No way.
Oh, come on, man.
You're on your own.
I'll meet you halfway.
If you get public transport out into the outers, I'll pick up somewhere there in the
I'll go down to like, what's that far out eastern suburb? Baronia?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I'll grab you in Baronia.
All right, cool. I'll get a train there. Lucinda wisely says, use code Greg. Lisa says, Bruce, your writing is beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, thanks.
And another nice little message here from, Rick Nelson's been very prolific tonight. Yes, code Greg worked out great for me last week. Picked up a wrist strap for a little easier macro photography in nature. I love my wrist strap for macro. Very, very smart. Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway. This looks as a photo.
Tony found his car keys. I don't know what that's.
Congrats.
It's good to hear, Tony.
Well done, Tony. Big day for you, mate. Sit down for a bit.
All right. We'll bring up some photos. I got to remove that.
Yep.
Get rid of that. Who should I start with this week?
Let's look at Crackers.
Oh,
Crackers carrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start there.
I love these images.
Let's start there. This will be hard because I always go in alphabetical order so I don't miss anyone.
Oh,
if
sorry.
I start at G, but no, this is good because I want to mix it up, but I just got to be really careful that I don't miss anyone. All right. Here we go. Let me see if I can find his the words.
This is the adapted
100-year-old lens on his GFX. Yep.
Oh, I've got one of those sitting here actually. Not the adapted, but I have the lens.
Where is it?
It's up on my wall.
No. Where is Greg's email? I mean, Greg Carrick, all taken on Mount Dandenong in the fog, Fujifilm GFX 50R with a lens from my 100-year-old Kodak Bellows camera. If you want the vintage look, use a vintage lens.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's see what else we've got. Ooh. This was a full sunny day. That's how vintage this lens was.
It's just a bit bright. It's got a bit of mold on the inside.
Sunny summer's day.
Oh, look at that.
This is my Nans. I've actually run film through it. It don't do very good. It's very dreamlike like that.
It's very dreamlike.
But it has no holes in it. Like it's actually light sealed, so it's awesome.
It's creepy with the people milling around in some of the shots. Yeah, it's certainly got that feel. Oh, and this is the image he sent through of the camera itself.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, if you watch his YouTube video, it's like he's got it so you can change the aperture as well, and
that's crazy.
And it's got a helicoid on it as well, so you can focus it.
It's the Tin Type Man says those cameras the original point and prey machines.
They're so cool.
Haunting. They're so cool. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't make you bigger. Can I? I can make you bigger. Show us again.
Hey,
show us that thing.
That's what Fuji need to do.
Oh, a digital one of those.
Digital one of these where it folds all the way down.
Yeah. Oh, people would love it unless it had.
Well, Fuji loves a gimmick.
Yeah, unless it had a slow lens and a small sensor, in which case no one will love it.
I can't even remember how to close it. It's been a while. It's been on my shelf for a while. That's right. I got to undo that and that. So they actually close up into a.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Pocket.
Yeah.
Everyday
original point and shoot.
Right. So I think I worked it out. It's like 80 years old or something. I don't know.
Oh, look at it. It still just does that thing. Yeah. What a great mechanism.
Very cool. Who's next?
Very cool.
Well, just first, Philip Johnson says, nice, very pictorialist. Pictorialist. What does that mean? Pictorialist. That's out of my vocabulary. It's a style.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up tomorrow. Okay, let's get me back here. And let's go to the one and only David Leparati. And he says, hi, Justin. I thought you might like some more photos shot on film. Always. Images 1 to 4, commercial airline images. The color negatives are deteriorating.
Right.
Oh, look at that Malaysian Airlines system.
Yeah, wow.
Look at their old.
Jesus, that'd be loud sitting there. Let's take
747.
Big old Qantas. Gosh, they used to fascinate me as a kid.
Yeah, the big
because we used to live in Airport West, so the planes, not from Essendon Airport, but from, well, it used to be Tullamarine Airport, they'd fly over our place, depending on which way the wind was going. And I just used to sit there in the backyard and just watch these planes come over me. It was so cool. Beautiful images.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Images 5 and 6. BTS 4x5 film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Gosh.
Yeah, look at that.
So you have to pull the dark slide and do all the bits to do that.
Mm,
That's sweet.
that's very cool.
He goes on to say the RAAF photography training involved learning how to shoot everything with a 4x5 film camera to get it right in camera. Images 7 and 8, The Dentist, were taken in 82 or 83. How good is that?
What? I don't understand. How?
Must be a model.
Uh,
I like the grin.
Yeah.
This one's great.
Yeah. This is going to cost you a lot of money.
So image 9, behind the scenes of The Dentist. Plasticine used for tongue and cheeks.
Oh, look at him on the ground.
Yeah.
All
That's
lying
really
down.
cool.
That's amazing. Craig Carrick says we get a probe lens from the other end. early colonoscopy gone wrong.
Yeah, I've got an idea for a shot. Just trust me, it'll be good.
Yeah. Just
Now smile.
down on
No, don't grimace. Smile.
Smile. Yeah,
that's so clever.
Yeah, let's just that
one there.
Yeah, how good is that?
Seriously, if you did a modern version of that, I reckon it would win awards.
Yeah,
Like,
just enter
it's
that.
such a unique angle.
Yeah. Oh, that's just having had a tooth pulled 2 weeks ago. I didn't. Let's move on.
You didn't need this.
No, I
I
didn't.
think that's.
Thanks, David. Also, while we're talking about David, David shot me an email via Justin with some advice on a Fuji lens that I'm looking at that I've borrowed from Fujifilm, and he sent through some sample images and some advice. So wonderful, and thank you. Really appreciate it.
You're a good dude, David. We appreciate it.
I'm wondering what David's going to put in for the year photo, because as far as I can tell, everything is a little old, a bit outside the time frame.
I don't know. I reckon he will have some stuff that he's been working on.
Yeah.
Infrared, macro. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
He'll have
good.
something.
Yeah.
He'll have something.
I keep forgetting about those because we always get excited by the plane photos.
Yeah, we do. They're so compelling. They're just amazing.
Okay, so let's go to... he finishes off the email by saying the camera is just a tool. It's not the most important thing. It's how you use it that matters. Arnold Newman quote.
Yeah.
All right. And while I'm in the Ds, because this will be easier, I'm going to go to our other David Mascaro. And what does he say this week? Where is it? Let me just check this one. Sorry, multiple emails. Where are we? Can't get it. Okay, I'm here. There we go. All right. David Mascaro.
Wow.
So here are more street portraits, all done on HP5 with the F2AS, F3, and the 1957 SP rangefinder. Although he did correct that, I think this one photo, the man with the hat, was actually shot on his Nikon ZF, and he only realized after he sent the first email. So the rest of them are shot on film. And I'm going to just go through them while I read the rest of his email. Last week, when you asked if I had any advice on approaching people, I wanted to say more, but I didn't want to hold you guys up. If you approach with honesty and respect and just be kind. Say hi, even if you don't take a photo. Also, if they agree to be photographed, don't pose them. I move them to have the best lighting angle I can get. Also, I've told them that I might photograph them as we talk, and that's why some of these photos don't look staged. I hope that makes sense.
Yep.
You guys have a great show, and happy holidays to you all. Tell Greg I once had a Fuji 6 IV, something. And I'll show a few portraits I did with that someday. Sold it. Oh, maybe an X100. Yeah.
Mark 6.
Sold it and bought the 6 and gave it to my daughter after buying the ZF. Cool camera, but kind of felt like a toy compared to the ZF. Take care, guys.
Whatever.
Oh, look at that hair.
Jesus.
That's epic.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I think that is all of them. Yeah. What a set.
Wonderful.
I love black
The
and white
best thing
portraits.
about it, like apart from the people, is you've got enough information around them to give you a little bit of context clues of where they are. That's something which a lot of beginner and some intermediate photographers forget. That once you get over the shallow depth of field, actually having background is useful and good.
Yeah, like that's not fully blown out.
No.
You wouldn't. Yeah, it's like it's actually quite deep.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where that is or anything like that, but you could potentially work it out. But it also like if you go to the cowboyish one, like it was the first one. Yeah, it's a street scene. It's a nice single point perspective. There's writing there. I can't see it. That I'm not that close to my screen to be able to read anything like that. But it's, he's kind of anachronistic to the space a little bit, but also not because So it's they're the sort of things which make street photography more interesting than trying to just make everything just isolated sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great images, David. Thanks
Wonderful.
for sending them in. Wonderful. Wonderful work as always. All right. Yeah. I also agree with this. The guy with the beard and long hair stands out for me. Yeah, it's a movie character. Go back to it. Like he's got part of it cut, but he's still got hair long underneath.
Yeah.
It's like he's only taken I can actually demonstrate this. It's like he's taken.
Oh, no, Bruce, he's got I think is that a mask? Is that a COVID mask under the chin? Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh, maybe.
Like that's tucking
it could
it.
Be it is.
It's tucking it
up.
back.
Oh, okay.
There's the elastic on the very left.
Did you think you'd seen the first ever chin mullet? It's like short.
That's a way of putting it. That was like a whole style happening there. But no, you're right. It's the mask.
Yeah, it did. But I didn't realize that at the start. And that is what makes it actually quite like different. It's you don't. Yeah. Wow.
Very cool. Dude's like if that mask wasn't there and you actually had the full hair and the thing, it's like a really dapper cousin It.
Yeah.
Not to insult this guy. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny. So Dennis is saying get David on as a guest, and the first thing that goes to my head is which David, and then the next thing that goes to my head is both of them. And I have mentioned it. No, I think we would like to have both Davids on as guests. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Okay, let's go to where is she? Felicity Johnson. She's here somewhere. There she is. I got to make sure because people are sending in images for this week and images for the competition. All right, Felicity Johnson.
Nice.
Bit of
Rocky
values.
Rocky crossing in Gornong on a foggy morning. And then
like
which is
park.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fog's what makes it, isn't it? Like the background sort of drifts
just
away,
softens it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but the main subject, the tree is so defined. And
I've always struggled to photograph trees properly.
Yeah.
It's just that whole composition. Like, do I stand back and get the whole thing? Do I?
I've often thought about. I don't even want to say this with Dennis in the chat. I've often because he might encourage me to do it, and then I might do it. which is scary. But we go up to the Murray River a lot. I've done most of the Murray at various times as lengths on trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the trees and stumps and things that you see along the Murray, I've often thought about light painting them, and trying to do something like that. But it's never even gone to me trying it once. You know, like it's always just an idea, and I'll stare at the tree for a while and imagine what the photo could look like. And I've never taken the step to actually just giving it a go, which is crazy.
I have a similar project in my head I've had for years, and it came to me again on the weekend driving down the Midlands. So there's a Midlands highway goes from like Launceston down to Hobart, and it's the main thoroughfare down through the state, and it's lots and lots of farmland. But there's all these hills in the background with dead trees or live trees and stuff like that. And in the morning, like in the morning light or the evening light, it's awesome. A lot of people find the drive boring. I don't think it's that boring. I've wanted to just go down, like spend like a week just going up and down the highway at that time of day and get photos of that space.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Hasn't happened.
Yeah.
All right. Next Felicity Johnson image is out with my DJI Mini 4 drone, enjoying the colours of a salt farm in Kerrang.
Nice.
Gosh.
Salt farms are always good. That and tailing dams are always amazing.
Yeah. Colours and
and toxic chemicals.
Toxic chemicals. But from a distance, quite beautiful. And finally, sawfly larvae or spitfires in defensive mode.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that phenomenal?
Yeah.
She's got such an eye for macro.
She does.
I mean, she's got an eye for everything. Doesn't matter. I mean, she on her socials, I think it was yesterday or today, she was holding up a print of a train. Was it a train? Steam train? Anyway, an image that she sold yesterday. It was of a black and white photo of a steam train in front of silos, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It could have been taken 100 years ago, and someone ordered that print from her, which is wonderful. Really
That's
cool.
Awesome. Unfortunately, you know what this makes me think of, which is a very Tasmanian thing. It makes me think of Mona, the Museum of Old and New.
Oh yeah.
David Walsh tends to do these things as for in the restaurant.
Oh,
yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Amazing image. Well done, Felicity.
Yeah, stunning. Oh, and I don't know if we read Rick Nelson's comment here about the tree.
Middle part feels like a tree.
Yeah, it's got that reach.
Yeah, like it's coming into the back
coming
over
out.
you. Yeah. Great images.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Rick Nelson. Where are you, Rick Nelson? You're here somewhere. There you are. All right. I was coming home Friday carrying groceries and spotted this fuzzy caterpillar in my front garden. I rushed inside and grabbed my camera, and not having a professional macro flash diffuser like Greg, I grabbed a torch instead to light this guy. Spent some time chasing this poor caterpillar around the plant, blinding him with a torch. He was not harmed and was gone by the morning.
Yeah, awesome.
Great work. Not
amazing.
Worrying about whether you've got the professional macro flash and just getting it done.
Just making it work.
Oh, look at those hairs. Or whatever they are. Are they hairs?
Yep.
Why do they have hair?
Scare off other bugs.
Why don't you have hair is always the question.
That's great. Can
I
we
walked
click
into
that,
that one.
please?
I walked into that one. But yeah, what would they do with that hair?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because they're going to turn into a moth
Style
or a butterfly. You know, it's a passing fashion.
Yeah, great.
Don't
great
touch
work.
one of these, Greg Carrick says. Probably poisonous.
Oh, poisonous?
Yeah.
Look at
Oh, they
those
just
little-
feel weird.
Its little feet hanging onto the stick.
Yeah.
They're very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Macro is fun.
Oh yeah.
The whole world. Okay. Good work, Rick. Good job. Does that mean you're getting a flash? Or you're just thinking about it? Ooh,
Or Santa coming.
Santa.
Yeah. I
Deliver
think you've
a
earned
flash.
it. I think you've earned it, mate. 21 episodes of a podcast. That is buy yourself a nice flash diffuser. That's what that
all right.
signifies.
Lisa Leach says, here's a couple of images for the podcast this evening if you get time. Well, we did.
We did.
Merry Christmas. And this is Historic Refuge Hut, Alpine Region. Great composition.
Yeah. Seeing it through
beautiful.
the trees.
Yeah.
And I love the way that she's stood in a position where, you know, there's only like 5% of the sky in the frame. You know the sky's there, but the way that the trees fill the frame so much, and there's such a heavy, especially those ones on the front right foreground,
Yeah.
there's such a heavy presence that it's almost like it's just blocking out the sky. It's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, love it.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
And then this one, a lone crow amongst seagulls.
Huh. Very cool.
Yeah.
Just right in the middle there. Wonder what it's doing. Feeling outnumbered.
Yeah.
I like the it's kind of got like an S swirl going through it.
Yeah, that breaks the frame in half. I like, but it does it gently.
Yeah, but it's both the water and the birds that are kind of doing it. Like they've got almost like opposing swirling shapes between the two of the water and the bird.
Yeah.
The bird shape. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a really Rick Nelson. I should have just said this. Wow, that's a cool pattern. That's what I meant. I tried to explain it, but that's a better way to sum it up. That's a cool pattern. Yeah, great work.
Yeah.
And I think that is it. Have I missed anyone's photos? I've got one of mine. This was just an example. I think I've had this on the show before at another point, but this was an example of what I was talking about before when I was remembering things. Hang on. Why won't that? There we go. This is from my trip to New Zealand, and I can remember exactly like everything felt like, how cold the air was while I was breathing it in, how the snow was starting to get wet on my shoulders as it was like falling. Every part of this image reminds me of what it was like to stand on that road and grab this shot before we hustle back into the camper to keep on driving. So I need to do more of that.
And it's a great composition too.
Thanks.
You know, there's a sense of journey, of travel, of what's ahead kind of thing, you know. It's lovely.
I
Really
like a
well
single point
balanced.
perspective.
It's really well
one of my
balanced too.
favorite things.
You've got the trees on the left, you've got the power poles on the right, you've got all these leading lines. Yeah, it's lovely. Lisa says it's lovely, and I agree.
Thanks, guys.
Really lovely.
Did you want to pull your one up, Bruce?
Yeah. Give me a sec. I've got to work this out again. Hit the right button. That'll help. Screen share. Do that. I know technology.
Anytime
is
you're ready,
literally-
Bruce.
Paul says one day I'll be game enough to send an image in. Just send one in.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Send one
What are you
in.
doing?
It's all love here.
It's safe. Safe space.
This was literally me editing before before we went on live. So this is a live. This is not a completed image.
This is mid process.
Mid process. Just playing.
Just playing.
Yeah.
What app is this in? What software?
As it says up in the top here, it says Photoshop 2024.
Well, I can't see it because there's a timestamp in the way.
This is Photoshop 2003.
2024.
DVR version.
I do have the latest version, but this is the one that's on my desktop at the minute. So
Yep.
I'm just playing.
So that's
Playing
an
with
Apple.
tones.
An
yeah,
Apple...
this is. Oh yeah. I think you're talking about a computer.
So you're using an Apple or a PC? No.
Apple?
Yeah,
So
just an Apple. It's not. It's not a great image. It's a little blurry. I've just realised before, but yeah.
And so this was from one of your workshops, did you say? One of your studio workshops?
I didn't do this in the workshop. Did this before the workshop, but yeah.
Okay, but on the same,
This was
same
more
day.
about playing with like really small pinpoint light with only minimal toning through the rest of the image and stuff. So you can see it's pretty hard light through it. And that's yeah. I got lots of images. This is just the first one I pulled up while we're waiting to go live. So
what did you create the pinpoint light source with?
Gobo projector. So I actually could show you that. It's just over there if you want. I can bring it out.
Is that the ones? Does it go on? Is it a Bowen's mount thing? Like what does it go on?
That goes on a Bowen's mount.
Okay.
Yeah, some people anybody went to my workshop at BFOP with a Crazy Portraits saw it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, there's different ones for different. They're on optic. You put in front of your strobe or your constant light, but you got to get the right one for your light that you're putting it on, because the optics are usually made specifically for whatever fixture you're using to get the best out of them. Anyway, so my aperture
300 light storms or whatever. Yeah, they're a Bowen's mount. They're a chip continuous LED light, like a video light. And my new strobes, what brand is Godox 600 watt strobes are also a Bowen's mount. But I'm guessing what Bruce is saying is you could probably mount it to both of those, but it wouldn't be, if it works for one of them, it wouldn't be ideal for the other one.
You could probably mount the strobe one onto your constant light, but you wouldn't be able to do it the other way because of the width. Because the flash bulb on the Godox is quite wide and chunky.
It is, yeah, it's huge.
So this is the aperture one or Amran one. So you you see it's got the Bowen's mount. So you plug it in, it's got an optic in it. And then it has a lens, which you've used to focus.
Oh, wow.
So that's just a lens. And then
Greg Carrick could mount that on a GFX.
I was just thinking that he would.
Yeah,
100%. Greg, yeah.
Can you see you've got
yeah.
You can see through it. Yep.
So you can focus it, unfocus it, and then you can put in gobos. So
I had to break it up a bit. Yeah.
So go between or gobo or cookie as they call it, and you can put an iris in it as well.
Oh, nice.
And cut the light. So that one's there for the 300C and 150C Amarans. So that's for a constant light. Whereas this is the Godox one for their 400 and 600.
Right.
Check the size difference on it. And this doesn't have the lens. This one doesn't have the lens on it yet.
Right. So it's much bigger unit.
So, and you can switch the lenses on the Amaran one as well. I've got the other lens. So that just gives you how narrow or wide the beam is. It comes out of it. But here you go. This is with their default one. So you've got the lenses on the Godox ones are awesome. They're really chunky. But there you go. And then you've got your strobe here. So strobe, it gets very long. So
nice.
So I use these all the time. I actually literally got a second one of these today in the mail. So
nice.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Brucey.
Merry Christmas.
Quick question on your image from Rick Nelson. Was this also a play on Eve with the Apple?
I actually brought a bunch of objects. I've got other things as well. It was just one of those ones. I just thought it was easy because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to just play. There was no intention in the images beyond just trying a technique out. And the Apple, I think I've got a lily as well, and a pear and a few other things. So it was just more how easy it is to work in a very precise small amount of light with the body and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'd do anything with it. I was just having a play because we're waiting around. And I haven't had play with anything in a few weeks. So it's just the first one I saw.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool
Very
indeed.
cool. Thanks.
Little behind the scene look at magic being made, I think.
Yeah. And if you're looking down at the layers, it's just all basically masks and curves and stuff down here. So I've got a couple of spots I've removed out of it. I've got this just to fix the highlight on that corner, and then it's just toning and black and white and stuff. Yeah. I've done next to no manipulation. I started playing with the lines on the hand before. So it's just a technique I do sometimes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Tin Type Man wants to know what those gobos are called. I assume he means like what the brand or.
They're called an optical spot or optical spot or snoot. So they're different to a standard snoot, which has no optics in it. So an optical spot is what they are. So you can get Westcott ones, which are a bit more generic and are a lot more expensive. Godox didn't have one for their bigger lights for a long time. And they've got cheaper ones for smaller lights. They're a bit shit. This one is actually pretty damn awesome.
Very cool.
Cool.
Oh, the things you learn.
The things you learn on this podcast, the Camera Life podcast. Should we wrap it up there?
I think we should wrap it up there. Any final words?
Well, just don't forget.
Moyle?
Bruce
Moyle.
Yeah, go Bruce.
Humbug.
Nice. Justin, what about yourself?
My final words are send in your favorite image from 2025 so that we can share it with everybody, each other on January 5th. And one of you, or actually a few of you, will win a grand prize yet to be announced of probably lucky Camera Straps voucher to the value of something, but you'll definitely be able to get something good with it. We'll just enjoy each other's images and stories from the year. Your favorite image captured in 2025.
Yep. Sounds nice.
Yeah. Email it to me, justin@luckystraps.com.au with the subject line, favorite photo of the year or photo of the year that works. Something like that.
It has to have a story. Let us know where you were, when you took it, why you took it, what you were feeling. What were you wearing? What did you have for breakfast? It's all part of the experience.
We don't. I don't.
All right.
I mean, unless it's relevant to the shot.
Well, yeah, it might be relevant. Could be a whole thing. But look, on that note, I think we will wrap. This has been the Camera Life podcast, the Random Photography Show, episode 144. It is only 3 days till Christmas. So on that note, on behalf of all of us here, wishing you, if you celebrate Christmas or not, have a great couple of days. Relax, eat well, spend time with the people you love, and if anyone wants to send me anything, let me know. I'll give you my address. So that's how it works, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, we'll take bribes. But look, Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates Christmas. Be safe. Look after one another, and we'll see you. Now, just remember, we won't have a Thursday show because it's Christmas, and Bruce and I are both busy that day. We've got a lot of work to do. And then the following Monday, we have our end of year wrap. What's that? The 29th. Yep. And then again, New Year's Day, we will not have a podcast on the Thursday morning, the 1st of January. But we will be right back with you on the 5th.
Yeah, that's right.
Just so slack.
Slack, lazy. No. All right, let's see what these comments are saying about Christmas. Philip Johnson says, many thanks, gents. Great show. Have a great Christmas, New Year. And I hope Santa brings lots of camera gear. Me too. Maybe he'll bring me a Q3 firmware upgrade. Lisa Leach says, wishing you all a fabulous Christmas. David Leparati, thanks everyone for another great show. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all. Rick Nelson, good timing. I finished scanning a customer's slides of Neil Diamond from 1976. Love the show as always. Thanks again for a huge shout out. You're doing the Lord's work there, Rick. That's good job. Dennis says, Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Philip's going to go through withdrawals on Thursday. And
Sorry, mate.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Greg Carrick. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Felicity Johnson. Merry Christmas to everybody. Brett Wooderson, Rick Nelson. Thanks to all the new members. Everybody. I think I've got everybody. Paul Hendo. Thanks, everyone. Merry Christmas. Looking forward to Thursday's podcast. But there isn't one.
What are you doing, you knucklehead?
You
can look forward to it. He doesn't appear.
Yeah, it'll come eventually.
3
Tin
weeks.
Type Man, Merry Christmas. See you guys in the next one.